So this is for all my chosen ones. If you feel like you are a starseed, light worker, chosen kind of thing, you know, been doing your work for a while and you have felt spiritually attacked like crazy over this last month and a half, usually I have to wear like 3 realms worth of protection. Today it's only, well, it's a combo of like 3. I have to have all of the freaking plant. Like it's a little intense, right? So I'm like mama to all of you. And if you imagine the Matrix, think of it as like a chessboard. Well, what I guess the government and everything else, the people who ran the board weren't aware of is I live and the people that are around me are the chessboard. Yeah. And they were hoping and praying and throwing magic at us that I wouldn't wake up and realize who the fuck it was and all the shit. Well, they're not so happy right now over this last month and a half because the people in charge of these games, this Matrix, you know, because what they've been doing, stealing starseed ideas and all of that kind of shit. So Mama's here to protect your ideas. They've been stealing and holding your abundance to try and make you jump through their fucking hoops and put square peg round hole kind of shit. Mama's here to, you know, protect that. I'm here to protect the women because in the beehive state of Utah, if you look above, there is constellation. It's called Beehive. That's because as above, so below. So then the LDS church and shady fuckery like Rothschilds come in and have a church and all of that, you know, that feed virgins to the devil because they take all the magical pieces that you're supposed to learn out and wanted submissive bitches. But I'm not a submissive bitch. And I am not one to back down from ever protecting my women or any of that shit or ever fitting in the fucking box that they're trying to tell me to fit in. So they don't really like it right now. So I've been sending all of that back to them because what I've been doing has been from the shadow work for the last 3 years and all of that because they had me meet, you know, Lucifer, Zeus, Poseidon, like the fucking puzzle, the freaking chessboard, like the 4 realms, the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, all that kind of shit. Yeah, that's it. So, as they're trying to shove me through, my purpose is not here to save shady fuckery and not here to love men that don't speak up, that are not really divine masculines, that their balls shrink when you actually have to stand for truth and justice, and they allow shady fuckery to be around them. As mama, to protect the women and to protect their ideas, their abundance, and help them not have to get shoved into a fucking box with a round hole kind of thing because men in power and egos, I'm not dealing with that shit. And so my boundaries, and this is what you guys need to know for your protection. When you are processing your shadow, I was processing it in each realm, each lifetime, and collecting all the ancestors in each realm, each lifetime. So 13 tribes of ancestors for the below, as above, so below, and all of the angels and saints up above, all the way to galactic 13 kings in the sky. So now I've got like, you know, a fucking army, and they're a little scared. And so they're trying to attack my chosen ones. So now I've given them 12 days for the ones that are attached to shady fuckery that are part of the chessboard to, you know, blow up the shady fuckery they know around them. Because when it's like Valhalla, and that's what I believe in, is Valhalla. What you believe in is what you stand for. It's what you fight for, no matter what, no matter who it is. I don't care who it is. If you aren't doing universal law, which means I don't care what religion you are, I don't care what color your skin is. Universal law is I get checked by the universe. I always come with love. I always. But if you come at me with your shadow, like imagine the government and all of them, because, you know, they all manipulate and own pieces of those puzzles. That's a whole different part. I'm having the shadow of church and state. Not just the little boys that I was dealing with. Church and state shadow trying to come at me to scare me and fear me into, doing what they want me to do. It's not going to fucking work. Because the problem is, I'm not here to protect small man balls that did shady fuckery shit, to hold down women, to leave pedophiles on the street, to keep narcissists in power, all for money and greed and everything else. That's not my karma. Karma with all the realms that are protecting me, because your own ancestors aren't even fucking protecting these people. Like, their own ancestors are not protecting these people. And so their fear, they have a lot of fear. They run the technology, like Zuckerberg. You've got freaking Elon Musk, who took over the fucking moon, which is divine feminine, to try and channel shit into our heads and all sorts of shit and everything. And then that's why it's playing out with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because I had that same shit downloaded to me. Yeah, all of that shit is not okay. It's not okay. And I don't care if that's how the government was set up to keep magical people in control and fit in your box. That is not how this mama does that. I'm sorry. Women will not be submitting to your requests. They have me as protection. And so, ladies, if you are getting attacked or feel attacked at all, say, I return to sender and I ask for Alicia Terry's army to come protect me. And if your intentions are pure and you are fighting for the right things and fighting for change, they will protect you. And that's what they're scared of, because I'm not here to do court cases and everything in public. When I say I'm doing a court case, I have every realm collecting evidence. That is your thoughts, your intentions, your purity of heart. That is all of that in every lifetime. So when I said I flipped it on its head, I fucking flipped it on its head. And they're a little scared, because my rules to the game are you own your shit. You're accountable for your shit in this life or past lives. You speak truth and you fight for change and justice and what's right. And if you don't do that, it's the full circle karma where you eat your own tail. And the only way for them to get the plan for their own individuals is to come find me. Because otherwise, ancestors will keep attacking you. So you can throw as much money as you want at charities or whatever. If it is not attached to exactly your own karma for you to clear your shadow, shady fuckers that I am talking to, it does not matter. And they will attack your dreams. They will attack everything you own. They will attack everything. Because let's think about this. What mercy did you show when you were hanging witches at the stake? When you've been controlling women since the, dawn of fucking time. And then creating churches and government systems to feed virgins to the devil. Yep. In the beehive state especially, because then you take the energy of the fairies, which is part of my family lineage, just saying. And then you it's a whole shit show, guys. It's a whole shit show. So my main thing is, though, I want you guys to be protected. And to do that, it is a brick by brick process. Like right now, they're all booby because I've done it in all the other realms, meaning what I'm saying is the same thing that I would say to the person in their face. When a song comes on, I'm going to skip it. They're not allowed in my energy field anymore. They are blocked. And then I'm able to send spirit in to go do what they need to do, because I don't have to know all the evidence and pieces. They do. They just say, move. I move. Now, right now, I am in the state of, I have a divine counterpart, I guess, up, who is as above, so below. So as I'm moving things in heaven and moving chess pieces in the ethers, in the spiritual realm, in his world, he's watching the same shit happen in front of his face. So I am merging the spiritual world and bringing it to Midgard. I guess I'm bringing Valhalla to into the real world. And they don't necessarily love that. So right now, I feel their energy come at me, and I'm having conversations of my boundaries exactly the same as if they were in my own space. And it's bringing it into reality. But what you also need to know is be careful of your mirrors, because they can see you through them, the occult ones, because you have witchcraft, which is attached to Lucifer. You have occult, which is attached to Zeus, well, God, who they have you praying to as God, you know, the church person, all that shit. And then you have Poseidon, who's kind of like the gatekeeper. He's the water realm and all of that, where you have to like go into your shadow and everything like that. They own those, the government and churches stuff. They own those to try and screen all the magical people and all of that kind of stuff and keep you stuck. So over the last 3 years, have you noticed how much shit we've had to go through since COVID and all that kind of shit? That's because that was them in their fear mode to push all of that down, and you probably had to deal with a lot of shit coming at you. Well, karma has flipped, and they wanted mama to bring all the pieces. Well, those are the four corners of the world. I'm in the middle. You got Eagle Eye, you got Horus, who's Hawkeye, you got freaking Owl, who's attached to Athena up top, and then you got the Raven on the bottom, and the woman in the middle is the God Eye, who has all the solutions, who stands for truth and universal justice and everything else. And the reason we never had that before was because men, the process they have you do, you sell your soul and your spirit. That makes you an Eve bitch. To not have your shadow. They're fucked, because this is Lilith. And if you want me in my Lilith mode, I could be in my Isis mode, and we can come up with ideas and change the world with solutions. But when their shadow pushes at me, I sink down to my Lilith mode, and then they get a mirror back, because it's automatic. The mirror channels. So I'm all love and happiness and giggly and all of that all the time, until somebody's energy comes in with control, ego, misogyny, like you name it, and my boundaries and my Lilith and it's gonna project it all back at them tenfold. So that's what they're dealing with right now. And they now have 12 days to like blow up that shit kind of thing. Like the ones that are the 5 that are attached to me, if they're connected to the shady fuckery, which they are getting paid, whatever, and manipulating women to go through and sell their Lilith part, their shadow part, so that they can be submissive bitches. I'm teaching women to have, like, you know, hearts with teeth and protecting them. And they don't like that, because what do you do with a narcissistic man who doesn't know how to, like, you know, swallow his fucking ego? There's nothing you can do. Until now, because you guys can stand behind me, because I'm going to create a tribe of women that are done with coddling men's balls. Because you can go call your mommy for that shit. That is not on my resume. It's not in my job description at all, actually. Because I know an actual divine masculine makes me feminine. I submit into that like energy, and it's safe. The only reason an intuitive woman goes masculine is because she's around fucking feminine men who cannot own their shit. And that's not our fucking problem. So if you're dealing with a government system who doesn't know how to own their shit because their I before was an Eve with because Eve had no shadow. So they've always wanted Eves. I'm not Eve. And I don't plan on being an Eve anytime soon, because I'm here to blow up shit that you guys have tried to take away from everyone. And we flipped it upside down. And now my armies will go deconstruct your lives until you eat your own tail. So that means if you were a king in a past life and you burned witches at the stake and you went and killed Vikings and the Norse pagans and all that kind of shit, and you went and took people's lives and took their power away and caused fear and all of that, my ancestors will have so much fun playing with you until you decide to swallow your ego. And that's not my problem. That's not my karma. I forgive, and I believe in truth, justice, change, and growth. I do not enable small in anyone. I do not allow shady fuckery around me or in anyone that is around me. Because if you're attached to it, then you are attached to their karma. Unless they are doing steps to make it change and to fix their full circle karma wheel. And that's why me, for the last 3 years, going and collecting all the ancestors and healing and lessons in every single, I have a clean slate of karma. They can't touch me. And that really pisses them off. And I don't have to do witchcraft. My words are spells. I'm magical, just sitting here and dancing in water and wishing the world to be a better place and be released of shady fuckery and narcissistic men. And that's what they will bring me. Because that's who I am. And that won't change. My words, me, truth, all of that doesn't go away. There's no way to suppress that. So government, CIA, FBI, all of it. If you want me to help you, I have lists of shady fuckers that I will give you. Lists of them. I even know addresses. I know who tied in with the Rothschilds in the LDS church and where they're the biggest money laundering company in the world. Yeah, like all that. If you want to help and change and stop trying to control, I would love to help. But you keep attacking my chosen ones and you keep stealing from them. My ancestors have given you 12 days before shit starts hitting the fan. And that's not me. I am just a conduit. I am just here so that you don't question why your world's crumbling. You can find a solution when your ego dies. Because I eat egos for breakfast if they're here to hurt women or keep people down. Yep. And at the same time, I love men that are accountable. I instantly trust them, see their purpose, see their soul, see their heart, see all of it. I'm just done with this whole running and sweeping under the rug shit that our universe and world has come to. That's not going to cut it this time. Ever. There's no negotiation that will get me to surrender or submit to that. There is no negotiation that has me taking on anyone's karma that has not already started blowing up their world and getting truth, justice, everything. Like if you aren't blowing up and willing to turn in shady fuckery, then you can't stand with me. Because if you are a part of it, it's black and white. There is no middle ground here. There is black and white. And that is how the ancestors see it. Black and white. You either are fighting for the change or you are fighting for the problem that is not staying. And you will be on the losing side of that. So, stop attacking my chosen ones. Because I had one of my girls message me last night and it's been the most intense she's ever had. And I have tried to protect you guys as much as I can. But like I said, ask my ancestors to come in. Go on YouTube, Google some Sekhmet and Isis for sleeping and Bast. If you look up sleep meditations or protection or any of that kind of stuff in YouTube, they have videos. It's in your dream state, they're trying to attack you and stuff like that too. Anytime after like 7 o'clock. But I've been taking over the moon and the sun again. So that should be shifting because they've been trying to have control of the sun so that our motivation for purpose and passion and all that stuff during the day isn't the same. And then hiding their secrets and all of that. But I can see straight into the moon where they hide all their secrets. So that doesn't work for them either anymore. Truth and accountability is what I believe in. Same thing I hold my daughter to. Same thing I hold anybody to. And my kids will tell you, I will call the cops on them if they're doing stupid shit as well. It doesn't matter. So calling in the armies of spiritual justice and police for you, that's on you. Only the evil on the path gets burned. And when they have you praying to God, just be aware you're praying to God of war. Yep. Who is, you know, a late husband in a past life. So they are just making it worse, because if you're God-fearing, it doesn't matter. You're still praying to one of the people that I know their hearts and they still would protect. Even though they've done stupid shit because they're attached to stupid shit, they would stand with me than against me. They don't want to stand against me. And I know their hearts and their subconscious protects me. And that really sucks for them. Because when you know someone's heart and soul, it doesn't matter what their words are. It doesn't even matter how they treat me. I know their automatic intuition, their automatic thing to do is fucking protect me. Yep. And that sucks, you know, for government systems trying to manipulate or, you know, shady fuckery. So for everybody that's been throwing black magic, occult, and all of that, throwing black magic back at any of my chosen ones, trying to navigate them to go to a place. Yep. If you're trying to navigate them to go to Texas and all that kind of shit, probably not smart. Probably not smart. You take their spirit and souls and their ideas, probably not smart. Because mama's not playing anymore. So ladies, be aware. The music is trying to navigate you to not so great places. They have manipulated all sorts of things. Each one is owned by different companies that are trying to win pieces in the game. So listen to your intuition, because anything technology based right now, they're manipulating hardcore to exactly what they want, which is exactly what they do on TV as well. They, you know, with the Eves, trying to play it out with all that shit. I'm always the bad guy, you know, the one who wants universal karmic justice and not have to go get her hands dirty and do shady fuckery shit. I deal with my ancestors, the universe, and everything else instead, and heal myself so that I heal me and it heals and frees all the other women in the world. That's what I've been working on. But they wanted to say I was lazy and all those things. So now I'm speaking what I'm doing and they're shitting their pants, because they don't know when you're laying there and they're like watching you, because I can feel when people are watching me and they think I'm stupid or something. So now I'm speaking what I'm doing. Before, they would just want to think I was lazy. Too bad that was like, you know, 7 realms worth of ancestors I collected while you were talking shit. Sucks. Sucks that you don't know what's actually going on. You don't know how to actually have the universe on your side. Otherwise, our government system and the church shit and all of this shit wouldn't be a fucking problem in the first place. Now, would it? So, I'm sorry you guys are scared that you have a lot of shitty karma attached to you. That means any worker that works for that company, any attorney that protects that company, any bishop that prays away a pedophile, all of that, you're attached to all of the karma, because that is attached. You're supporting pedophiles. You're supporting church abuse. You're supporting the people that are trying to hold down women attached to the sky in the beehive state. You guys, like, seriously, why don't you just go and find your own divine justice and power and all of it by healing yourself? And the universe would support you too. But instead, just like 9/11, blow down 2 towers, the twin towers. That's how I have as above, so below, 2 twins. You have the shadow twin and you have the light twin. Twin towers. They blew up the 2 twin towers, killed thousands of people to try and do the same shit that the energy is coming back around with. Trying to do the same shit to keep women down. Just like Rothschilds and all that, having parties back in the day where they would have the women come with bird cages on their head. They've been doing magic on women for a long fucking time, and I'm fucking over it. So, My rules for any of you guys that want to come and fix your karma, I only do it face to face, eyes to eyes. 5D does not work for communicating. So if you want to come and have a 3D conversation, I would love to see how I can help you in your shady fuckery and get out of karma coming full circle for you. Because they're going to have the same amount of mercy that you've had on us for thousands of years. Remember, they had me return to sender and do it as 10,000 years. So for the next 10,000 years, the shady fuckers that have been in control and all of that, and, you know, watching trying to keep us on the hamster wheel and everything, and the Matrix and all of that, they will have the next 10,000 years of like them turned upside down with their pocketbooks flowing into the chosen ones, everything. All of the ones that it's been taken from. That is what I've been praying for and manifesting for years now. It's just now all coming to fruition, and they're, you know, trying to cause some shit. So stay protected. Be very careful of who you keep in your space. Right now, I'm not allowing anybody in my space because friends and family were actually some of the biggest spiritual attackers. Even if they were nice to my face, it's the energy that cycles in the world that they don't even realize they're attacking me in their dream state. So friends, family, all of it, they can be perfectly great to your face. The energy of wars and everything, it recycles all the time. That's why 9/11, it's like recycling energy kind of shit. And those same people that are your friends and family can be the ones spiritually attacking you and throwing you under a bus. So be very protective of your energy right now. Be very protective of your dream state right now. Be very protective over songs that come on, anything. If it triggers you about someone, speak it. Speak your boundary exactly like you would say it to them, because that's the brick by brick that puts you in your protective tower. That's why they say, Rapunzel, let down your golden hair. Fuck no. These legs are closed. That's the other thing, ladies. They're trying to steal light and all of that and keep you bound by having sex with you. If it is my rule, if it is not 90 days in a relationship where I'm able to put them through tests of me trusting them to earn my love and attention, no dick is getting anywhere near me. I will teach women how to close their legs for a year and regain all their power if it already was taken. But pussy power is no fucking joke. That's how. Because if you have sex with somebody that is less light than you, you just gave it away. And so any codependent love or anything like that, you're giving your power and all of that to someone who doesn't deserve it. If they aren't filling me up and giving me more, their dick isn't coming anywhere fucking near me. And what they've been doing is having the women give up their, you know, soul and spirit and that kind of shit to get up there. To men that haven't cleared their karma, they send the women out to go have sex with people to collect karma. So the women keep giving their light out for men's fucking karma. Wrong bitch. This mama does not approve of you using my women to try and collect karma on people for you. Fuck no. So, again, leave my ladies and my chosen ones alone. You have 12 days. I wish you the best.